I've always said, why didn't the National Enquirer get the Pulitzer Prize for Edwards and O.J. Simpson and all of these things?
The National Enquirer.
The National Enquirer was the first to reveal the Gary Hart Donna Rice photo.
Reporters in bushes, false and inaccurate stories printed, photographers peeking in our windows.
They'd spent the whole previous year standing in line at the supermarket checkout line and reading the headlines on the National Enquirer.
The Donna Rice, Gary Hart pictures from the National Enquirer. Do we put these on the evening news? Again, we ended up doing it because it was dogging the candidate all that time. But I must tell you, there's great angst.
When I started out as a reporter, there was the National Enquirer, but reporters for the New York Times or the Washington Post or any other newspaper didn't take it and run with it.
The press was about to put the National Enquirer and lots of other people out of business. There was a Johnny Carson joke one evening where he said that none of the magazines in the supermarkets are selling because everybody's running out buying newspapers.
The traditional press may show some disdain for our genre, but they have little difficulty in lifting the stories directly from our pages.
The National Enquirer. It's in the news because of the Donald Trump hush money trial, but also we remember 1987 and Gary Hart.
I called up the National Enquirer before coming over here just to see how well their Gary and Donna cover sold. And it was their second bestseller of the year.
The assertion that those aren't rumors. Gary Hart is a womanizer, and I can prove it to you. And then she asked, "How much do you pay for pictures?" That was the beginning of all of this. By the way, we didn't buy the pictures. That they showed up in the National Enquirer the next week, and I've always wondered what she got for them.
And decided to take the high road. And I did, and that wasn't easy. There were millions of dollars offered on the table.
In the latest episode of C-SPAN's podcast, The Weekly, we return to 1987 when the National Enquirer drove a presidential candidate out of the race. Find C-SPAN's The Weekly wherever you get podcasts. The Weekly!
I have the power of ideas, and I can govern this country. Let's let the people decide. I'm back in the race.